Well, the next mission, I guess you guys are all very curious about, and we appreciate everything you've been doing for the Blessed Egg, Pochari, Prince Hamlet, and every member of this clergy. And because of everything that you had done and just your work and dedication, we also were reading on many old tomes and such to help find the blessed egg, or at least try to point you guys in the right direction while you were doing all the legwork for the most part.
For
Which
the
we did
most
not.
part.
Well, we did some work too, but we mainly were taking care of Prince Hamlet. Well, they were. I was taking care of the church. But we recently got a request from Prince Harold himself. A group of scouts were out looking in a very far off place in the mountains of Akai, and they found these scouts laying there that they hadn't returned, and they were killed. And it looks like they had found an old catacomb in there. And based on what the other crew had found briefly in there before the massacre had occurred, they said they found some interesting books on the blessed egg. But no one made it out except for one man who just kind of walked back and died as soon as he got to the town doors, but had written it on paper. And so Prince Hamlet had asked us to send someone who's skilled in fighting and has been looking for the blessed egg to go help them on this mission and looking through this catacomb. Would you guys be interested?
This is the mountains of Akai?
Yes.
Ugh. I look at Jarvis like we've been there for so long. Let's go. Let's go back. It's fine.
Yes, they fantastic. Well, Prince Harold, you guys will be actually going right down near the beach in their castle front. There's some briefing that he wanted to do. I guess it's a big, I don't know. I don't know what it is. He wanted to brief you all, and I've just been in here. So, whenever you guys are ready, he said sooner the better, because they're trying to get out to this catacomb by tonight. So,
Just point us to it.
yep. Just down the street, and she tells you how to get there. And you all get to go and leave if you're ready to walk on out.
Anyone need anything? Do we want to go shopping or
Yeah.
snacks?
Arabelle needs nothing.
Snacks, Arabelle?
Oh well, I suppose Haribo could use more snacks.
Okay.
All right.
We
Haribo
pick
could
up
always
snacks
use
at the
snacks.
store
It's
at
true.
the gas station.
Haribo
Yeah.
always needs snacks.
Pretty much just 2 silver for like 5 rations.
More snacks. Where's Miss Wendy?
Oh, you know what? I didn't actually consider any of my expenditures during this entire 4-year period, nor profits realized, honestly.
Same.
Oh well.
It's fine.
Oh, well.
Can you all give me a perception check and a stealth check?
Potentially.
The stealth
What are we stealthing about for?
and perception.
Nice. Nice.
Oh man, I lost my edge after
Yay.
Yeah.
after all that time in the mountains.
Turbo's by
Oh, wait.
ass.
Do we have to stealth? Did I miss that part?
Yeah. Please
Okay.
stealth as well.
Oh,
Great.
I actually
Fantastic.
have this for Zeminiar.
There you go.
yay.
There you go. Roll it one more time, Miniar. Stealth check.
Watch I get a 1 on this one.
Nice
Wow.
job.
Are you kidding?
Nice job.
Okay. Great. So that's fine. So based on it, Zeminiar and most certainly Haribo. Haribo and Miles, you two remain unseen. Zeminiar, unfortunately, is seen. But your guys' I'll say Haribo's big stealth, and based on what he's about to hear, pulls you back, so you're not fully noticed, but may have perked some ears of somebody. Miles, you don't hear anything, but you just see Haribo just kind of like put his little arm up at your guys' like shin, essentially, and you all just kind of stop, and Zeminiar and Haribo, the sight that you guys see around the corner, I guess all of you see it, you guys were instructed to go near the back entrance to kind of just stay away from the commoners for the most part. And you see, perched up on the wall, all anime style, you see Saris and Harold. Harold kind of has her kind of pinned to the wall, but not in a bad way, just like one arm up kind of thing. And they're talking, and they just kind of seem fully engrossed. Haribo and Zeminiar, you both notice that Saris definitely sees you guys. She heard you. And you hear Harold talking to her, and he kind of asks her, he's like, well, are you available tonight? Like, are you free tonight? And definitely trying to, like, hook up on a date with Saris, and she immediately quickly grabs her dagger and holds it up to him, just kind of getting out of his grasp, and he also has his sword almost simultaneously just up right next to her dagger. And she's like, no, I'm not available for you. Go to work, sir. And she walks off. And Haribo, you're the only one that notices it. But Zeminiar and Haribo, you will notice that Harold is smiling at this moment. And he's just kind of smiling and just watching her walk away. And Haribo, you notice that she is also smiling as she walks away. And he kind of clears his throat and looks over, his first time seeing you guys. He goes, long time no see. Welcome back to civilization. As he like kind of walks over a now 20-year-old gentleman in full plate armor, essentially, kind of walks on over. And he's like, let's hurry inside. We got a lot to brief you guys on. They told you about the mission, yeah?
Yeah,
Yep.
the bare
And
minimum.
it's good to see you again, Harold.
Absolutely. As he just like smacks your back and just like you feel the weight of muscle just hit you and you're like, Jesus. And this man's been working
Which
out.
one?
Harold. He'll hit your left shoulder. Why not? So.
I was
Yeah,
asking
Harold.
who he hits.
Oh, you.
Oh.
He hit you. He just like pats you on the
Fuck.
back. And it's like, it's a hefty like dad smack almost. Just like, how are you doing, son? Like he's just as jolly as could be, essentially. And as you guys are walking through the keep, as you see in front of you, it's right on the beach, and you hear the ocean and the birds. You see some boats, exactly as the scene, literally in front of you. As you all walk inside, do you have any questions while you guys are kind of walking up into the briefing room?
So, Harold,
Yes.
what was that?
And he like pulls you all aside and he goes, keep that between you all if you could. And he like kind of smiles back. Not like she'll ever really feel the same way. The woman's stone cold business, which is expected and, you know, such of her family. So I don't blame her for not wanting to do anything with me, but it's one hell of a woman.
I mean, Mary.
Gets this big smile on his face. He just goes, I guess it's true that animals and people aren't that different.
And he just kind of like,
covers his mouth with his tail, and he's like, "Don't worry, your secret is safe with us. Hers too."
great. And he's like, definitely keep that on the hush hush. As you notice, like, no other workers or, like, soldiers are around when he's talking about this. And then he just, like, kind of clears his throat and goes back to his stoic self. And he finally you guys get to the briefing room, and as you noticed, as you're walking through, he, like, everyone's just bowing to him. They're just like, Captain, and they're like all bowing, and it's very awkward since it's like in the middle of a hallway, and they're just all like insta-bowing. But he gets into the room, and all the men stand up, and they're like, Captain, and then they all bow as he walks to the front of the room. And everyone takes a seat, and you guys see there's like an empty table right in the front, so you all just kind of file in and sit there. And he's like, you notice like there's just like this smaller little like scribe man almost who's just like next to him and just like polishing his armor, and he just like kind of like shoves him almost. He's like, get off of me, my God. And he's like, Anders, enough, please. And he just like shakishly walks away, like so sad. But
Yeah, hors
good
d'oeuvres.
afternoon, everyone.
That's enough.
He's good afternoon, everyone.
Hello.
It's I'm sorry. Sorry. I don't know if someone's like mass shooting someone outside or.
What? Oh, that's what you meant. That.
What?
What is that noise?
Hopefully
Okay,
nothing.
no. Let's go. Don't go out there. I don't know what's going on out there. Don't go out there. Okay,
I
yep.
don't hear
Nope, we're just gonna reclose. No, there was just like this really, really loud banging that I just heard through my headphones, which is why I got nervous. I was like, what in the world? Because it's the first day I've had my heat on,
Sure.
y'all. Fun fact for the stream, my first day I turned on my heat was the day we finally went under 30 degrees. And so I got very nervous when I suddenly just hear a bunch of banging, and I'm like, is this my heater? Like, am I okay?
That's a good
Everything's
question.
fine. It's probably someone just banging something. I don't know, ice, whatever. Anyways, so he greets the room, coughing. You hear someone just like bashing a book against a wall. Well, that's what that noise was. And he's just kind of sitting there looking in front of the room, and he's counting. And as you guys are looking, you see about 10 or 12 men in the room entirely. And they all sit down as Harold just like he's like, please sit down, everyone. Good afternoon. As you all know, we're going to be going to the mountains of Akai, which all in all is not that dangerous, but recently there was a tomb found, and we have been keeping how the scouting squad had died very under wraps, not to alarm the townsfolk or those who live in the forest and the mountain ranges themselves. We will be discussing that today, along with our plans moving forward and how we're going to be executing and excavating this catacomb. Making sure we're very thorough. Our goal is not only to figure out what had killed our scouting squad, but any artifacts that are in regards to the blessed egg. You see some of the men just go like, oh, Jesus. They're just like, why? Why are we having to do this? And then others are very excited for a battle and like kind of grabbing at their swords, and you hear them all like shuffling around because, armor's loud. And he's like, settle down, everyone. It's fine. But we're going to keep it under wraps, and we're not going to be going to the public as much as possible about how they died, for they were found essentially burned massively to skin and bone and just torn to shreds. And it was not a good manner of death, as this scouting squad was one of our best. They were fast and strong, as all of our men are. And something to take down 8 men simultaneously, not something to be taken lightly. We're having a group of 40 men entirely, two groups of 20. 20 of us will be going inside the catacombs. 20 of us will be staying outside, making sure no civilians walk on the catacomb. Then the 20 that are going in will be splitting, going left and right, as there are 2 wings to this place. You all in this room currently will be going with me to the left side. There's another group being briefed on the right side. Any questions so far? And a man raises his hand, like very shyly, and he goes, does anyone know what we might be up against, sir? If they were taken out in a matter of seconds, will 10 or 20 of us in there be good enough? We took out 8? And also, who are these 4 other men that aren't in armor? Like, are they battle ready? And he's just like raises his hand. He's like, I understand your concerns. Well, we have other teams joining us. You are about the only 14 I am in charge of, and these 4 men will be the ones looking for the artifacts and taking them back to the church. I can rest assured that they are trained in combat. As for an idea on the creature, something large and with claws is what has been given to me.